Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to my channel. This is going to be the beginning of a series called Overanalyzing TMNT. If you don't know what Overanalyzing Avatar is, which is what this is inspired by, it's basically where I go through and I just talk about the series and episodes throughout the series, in this case, Tales of the TMNT, and just mentioning stuff that I feel like I want to mention. The good, the bad, things I like, things I dislike, and everything in between. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I planned on getting this out sooner, but literally the day the new show released, I went on a 10-day beach vacation, so that was wonderful timing. This is my sister.
Hello, I'm Cheyenne.
She is going to be helping me do the editing and stuff, and I'll have her TikTok linked below. She does all kinds of TMNT content, just like I do. Like I said, I don't really have any plans for this. I'm doing this entirely out of my own fun and amusement. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, in this version of the Turtles, very early on, at the end of the first movie, in fact, the Turtles were revealed to the public after saving the city, of course. This doesn't really happen in TMNT. The only other time it happens this early in a story is 87, where in like the first 10 minutes of the first episode, they're walking around and humans are seeing them around every corner. IDW did this recently, though, with Mutant Town and stuff, but this is different. I don't know how I like it. We're gonna have to see, because I'm very skeptical.
Leo. Leo. Leo!
I find it interesting that in this version of TMNT, Leo likes writing comics about himself saving the city and whatnot. I find it interesting because it's something that a real teenager would do if they were put in this kind of situation. It helps humanize the turtles more, which is something this version has proved to be good at so far.
Alrighty, you're lost. Gonna get that bacon, egg, cheese. Fair warning, Leo. I'm gonna eat yours.
I love how charismatic Donnie is in this version, bro. Like, he's so over the top and talk about random topics that he has no reason to be as hype about. He did this in the movie too, and I love it.
They're no heroes, she said very dramatically.
Hey, there's Bishop, our main villain for the series. Glad to see someone else other than the basic TMNT villains being the villain. And for it to be Bishop is very, very unique and interesting. But I have a lot of criticisms of the design and character of Bishop in this series, which I'll talk about later. Here we go, the theme song for this show. I don't like it. There's no lyrics. Get it out of here. Where's my lyrics? Where's my good guys win and the bad guys lose? Leonardo is the leader of blue. Where's my 2012 theme song? Where's my 2003 theme song? Every theme song has been lit with lyrics for TMNT. And you mean to tell me you just didn't do that for this one? I'm actually heated. Hey, at least we got the iconic Mirage Comics pose like they did in 2012. At least they got that right.
You guys are gonna be there, right? Not that I'm not great at parties, but seriously, if you guys aren't there, I'm gonna freak out.
I'll tell you what, I'm digging the costumes. Mikey with the barbarian fit, Donnie with the nice Japanese style, Leo with the samurai fit, and Raph with the astronaut fit, which feels a bit out of character, but I dig it.
Did you know there's a new street gang in town?
What? Where? I need new butts to kick.
Actually, you know what? I don't think that's an astronaut fit. I think it's like a motorbike guy, gang member, maybe? I have no clue.
I sent you a pin where the party's at, and Donnie helped me set up a thing so we always know where the other one is.
Hey, let's go. The boys hyping up Donnie. Love to see it.
Let's get there now and hide and then pop out and surprise everyone.
You think there's gonna be a dance battle?
You think there's going to be a dance battle? Once again, it feels like a very out of character thing for Raph to say, but once again, I'll roll with it. You know, I wasn't going to complain here that they're just suddenly out of costume when they're doing the slow-mo walk, but I guess this little shot of them showing up in the squares and stuff is their way of doing like a suit-up scene and getting out of costume into their normal outfits, I guess. But once again, it doesn't make sense, because if they were going to go investigate the thing and then come right back to the party, shouldn't they keep their costumes on? Here's Master Splinter talking on Vermin, which does become pivotal in this season's story later. However, it's not really canon, so I don't think it matters. But I did predict what happens later in this series with Master Splinter and why he's talking Vermin. Even though it's not canon, I still predicted it, so I'm proud of it. Oh, great. How wonderful. We have to start the series with the most boring of the four turtles. In all seriousness, though, it does make the most sense from a story perspective to show that Leo feels like he can't get anything done without his brothers.
Okay,
Come out where I can see you.
Here we go. We're getting thrown right into the swing of things without any clue of what's going on. I actually really like this. As a viewer and a first-time watcher, it forces you to pay attention and try and figure out what's going on as the turtles are figuring out what's going on too. It's a really cool way to frame the story. Here's a fun little detail for you. The song playing here is the same one used at the end credits of every episode. One cool little detail here is that the robot goes over the air conditioning unit and under the pipe, just like Leo did, which is something that Bishop explains later, that the robots are designed to copy movements that they see and learn and adapt. I find it weird how the robots consistently make these dinosaur-esque noises. It's a really weird design choice, but I kind of dig it. It allows them to become more menacing and threatening just based off the way they sound.
Think, Leo, think. What would Donnie do?
It's cool how Leo compares himself to Donnie in this scene here, asking himself what would Donnie do in this scenario. It's a cool way of showing what Leo's insecurities are as a character.
No! 01 reacquired target.
I don't think you can just tell your robot to reacquire target and then it just starts working again, Bishop, but okay, you do you.
What am I gonna do? I've never done anything like this without my brothers.
Once again, this reiterates my statement from earlier on how Leo's insecurities and self-doubt about not being able to accomplish anything like this without his brothers. It's a really cool character beat for Leo, and I hope we get to see more of it throughout the series.
I knew it. I knew they were gonna pull this. Ugh.
April's phone battery dying here is a fun little callback to the statement Donnie made earlier, talking about how you don't want to be the guy at the party asking for a charger.
Hey guys, don't mind me. I love parties.
Right as all these people are walking in here, you can see one guy has a pigeon costume, alluding to the later introduction of Pigeon Pete, and one wearing an Appa costume from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Here we go. Here's another great way to showcase that the robots can adapt and learn from their experiences, like we learn later from Bishop. In this scene here, he steals a camera lens from the security camera in a local grocery store and uses it to replace his eye that Leo damaged with his shurikens earlier.
Donnie did not say that.
That was the gist of it.
The comic panels here used for Leo's storytelling are really, really cool, and I like how, in future reference for the series, each turtle has a different way of retelling the story in a different style. Leo's being a comic book reflects his nature of documenting their stories and acting like they are heroes in a comic book.
I am Bishop.
Bishop? Like what? Like one name? Like Drake? That's kind of sick.
Yeah, April, Drake is kind of sick in a completely different and dark and twisted way.
Look, the guys are out there, and they're in trouble. I'm gonna need your phone. Donnie said you could track them.
Quick side note, look how lazy April's costume is. She just threw on some antennas and called it a day. I vibe with that.
Come on!
Bro, Leo, there is absolutely no excuse for you getting out-schmooved by April. You are a actual ninja, man. Like, keep up.
This thing will hurt you. It's only after mutants.
I'm really sorry, but that is a little bit of a relief for me.
April and Leo going up a staircase here is giving me major 2003 flashbacks. I really don't like where this is going.
Hey, maybe consider going to parties on the first floor next time?
Yes, more Pigeon Pete foreshadowing. And now for a moment with Cheyenne.
But maybe you could just...
Leo, what is your problem? You're supposed to go in through the window, not out, you idiot.
Thank you very much, Cheyenne. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Sorry, coming through? Great costume, love that. Forgot my phone.
More cool costume Easter eggs to point out here. One guy here appears to be dressed up as Donnie, and another two are dressed up as Patrick and SpongeBob. But the guy who's dressed up as Patrick appears to have the fishnet leggings from that old baddie Patrick meme, which is actually extremely funny to me.
I don't know how to do this. Without them, I'm nothing. Ow! What was that for?
Once again, more great demonstration of Leo's insecurities and lack of confidence in himself being able to do anything without his brothers, and it's cool to see April helping Leo work through that.
He's in Times Square!
Once again, I find it interesting that Leo once again chooses Donnie. in the sense that before he compared himself to Donnie, and now he's looking for Donnie first of his four brothers, perhaps feeling like Donnie can help him the most in this current scenario because of the robots, I guess.
Robot?
You want to know why I'm doing this, mutant?
Bishop.
Because mutants are a threat to all of humanity.
Aside from Leo's story earlier in the episode, this is the first time we get any kind of direct confrontation between one of the turtles and Bishop, and it does a good job of establishing what Bishop's plan is and explaining it to the turtles, like, most basic villains do, just tell the hero their plan right away, so that's great.
You almost hit me! Oh, you got it right in the junk.
Sorry.
I was going to point this out, but I didn't realize Leo did it for me, so thanks, Leo. Okay, I don't really understand why there's like a hose inside of an apartment complex. I don't think that's how that works, but okay. Also, kind of a design flaw for the robots to be so vulnerable to water like that. Doesn't make a ton of sense. Hey, let's go. Leo finally did something important to take down the robot.
This is just the beginning.
Bro, why do they stay focused on Mikey's stern face and him spinning his nunchuck for so long, man? And just like that, the first episode is over. There was a lot to talk about throughout this episode, and it's a really good introduction to the series. Strong character beats for Leo, a good job of establishing the villain, Bishop, and the plot, the turtles being separated, and trying to figure out what's going on with the Mechazoids, is done very well. I think a lot of this episode is executed well alongside that, but I do have some other small minor criticisms, and more of the major criticisms I can talk about later. As far as the minor criticisms go, I'm not really going to talk about them. They're very nitpicky, and I don't really feel the need to nitpick right now. This episode was really good. Solid introduction to the series. Also, I have no clue how good this video is going to be in terms of quality. Sorry if it was choppy in terms of editing, audio, all that good stuff. But if you did enjoy it, do show me some support below. Check out my sister's TikTok. She helped a lot with the editing process of this video. But in general, thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time.